Welcome back, everyone, to Quest Center. Today, we got a lot of news to talk about. Game Awards happened, a state of play happened, and some new games came out that a lot of people are talking about. Just a couple. And two of them are very controversial. But the main topic is mostly me talking about God of War Valhalla. I beat the DLC. It is fucking incredible, and just it's so worth playing. I'll talk about that later. But today I'm David, and with me as always is introduce yourself.
Oh, Sergio, hey, how's it going? I thought you were gonna say my name, and I was just like, why are you staying quiet?
I did that with Alan too on our turn to page one, and she's just like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "How do you not guys get I'm going like this, hello?" Okay, whatever. I was trying something, but I guess it didn't work. Doesn't work at all.
Next time.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Before we get into that, first thing I wanted to bring up actually is a new. It's kind of video game related, but a new trailer for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came out. Came out during the Super Bowl.
The movie?
Yeah. Have you seen it? The new trailer?
I saw it. I think I saw it during the Super Bowl, so I don't know if there's a longer version online. So I saw what they showed, but I mean, it's Planet of the Apes. I like the other ones.
Yeah, no, I'll bring it up. I brought it up because the guy who's directing that one is going to direct the live action Legend of Zelda movie, and so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the first trailer that came out for that, I was like, "Oh, this looks neat." It's got a high bar to go through because the trilogy the three Planet of the Apes movies that came out before it are fucking incredible. So yeah, like I said, he has a high bar to go through. But this trailer though really got me excited because I really like what they were trying to go for. This whole team up of both apes and humans and all that, that sounds great, and it looks really nice. So he's getting my attention. So I just really hope that movie's good because that's really gonna set the tone for a lot of Legend of Zelda fans, or at least know about what he's going to do next. So
my brother was telling me that this is the remake of the original. Is that true?
I don't know much about the original story.
But this one takes place thousands of years later, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes hundreds of years later, and there is a lot of similarities to it. For one thing, the female character Freya Allen, who is in the Witcher series, she, I am fairly certain, plays the female co-lead in the original movie. At the very least, I mean they look similar. So I don't know if they're trying to go for the exact same thing, but yeah, basically. Oh, I'll say this: where it takes place is probably around the time the original movie takes place. So that's all.
I see. Yeah, because when he told me that, but I was like, that can't be true because because I could have sworn I saw online that it takes place thousands of years or maybe hundreds, but then it's how is someone gonna be in space? Because weren't they in space in the original, and then they crash land to a mysterious planet, or whatever? But I was like, how are they gonna be in space for hundreds of years? But I mean, I was like, they'll figure it out. I don't know.
I mean, I'm fairly certain there's time travel involved. I know there was one movie came out after the original where in the first one it's a guy probably travels to the future and he's in the world where plates took over, apes took over. But then I know another one came out where it was apes who traveled back in time, and they were before the apes took over and all that. And so
that's the one that came out in 2001 with Matt Damon.
No, I'm talking about something else. But I mean,
something else. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about something else. The one I'm talking about is apes go back in time to where before the apes took over, literally right before and all that. And they were telling the lore of this whole. That's where I know that's where the lore came from, where they said one of the apes said we rose because Caesar rose up against
Mm.
his master and said no, which is like in the new trilogy. That's exactly what he did. So that was really cool. I
Dude,
remember.
that part was so sick. Like I was just in theaters. No, it was
Oh,
oh shit.
yeah, dude, it's so fucking awesome. I love it. I love it when they hyped it up in the other movies when they first talk, especially like in the second one, where it's just
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, it's the apes. Like, what are they gonna do? He's just like,
Yeah.
hi. Like, what the fuck? He didn't say
They're all
hi, but
talking.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. That new trailer came out, and it's getting me very excited for the movie. So, good points.
Watch it
Uh,
bomb.
I don't think so. I'm some people who love the original. Like, no one could really complain about this trilogy. So I think, like I said, the only thing going against it is that it's a high bar to go over.
Yeah.
So, um, the other thing bring up. Well, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Witcher 3.
No, nice.
Dude, it's fucking good. It is so good.
Yeah.
I was playing it because I was like, well, might as well finish it because I finished Final Fantasy. And then I was like, well, I want to play RPG, so I might as well just continue with The Witcher because I never passed it. So I played it, and I was like, why does my game look like shit? Because I keep seeing YouTube videos of it, and it's like, it looks way better. And I know they did like a PS5 upgrade, and it took me like a month to figure out how to do it because it's so complicated. All you have
Mm.
to do is like look it up in the PlayStation Store, click on the three dots, go to View Product, do it again, and then be upgrade to PS5. And it's like, it's like that's so stupid, but okay.
Yeah.
But after that, yeah, dude, it's been fucking good. Like I'm so into it. Like I'm just like doing a bunch of side missions, and I'm like, okay, I was like, okay, I need to do the main story because I haven't done the main story in so long. So then I started doing it, and it took me to like a whole new area in the game. And it's like, oh, look at all these side missions, and I was like, fuck me, dude. I was like, shit. But I've been doing that, and then I recently stopped playing Lethal Company, but that game's still really fun. And then yesterday we picked up Helldivers. I don't know if you've seen that game.
Helldivers.
Helldivers 2.
I saw the title for it, but like I'm not. I literally haven't seen any single gameplay of it. It's so weird.
It looks so fun, dude. It's pretty much just like you. I don't even know what to say, but it's pretty much just like you and four friends, or you and three friends, because it's a four-player co-op.
Mhm.
Just land on the planet and just start shooting like either cyborgs or like little alien bugs and all that.
Mm.
And yeah, it looks really fun. It looks stupid as hell too. It looks really, it looks fun. I can't wait to play it. Like I think I'm gonna do the tutorial today, and then after that, just see when we can play sometime the week. But other than that, like I just haven't really been playing. Honestly, just I've been watching Evangelion. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with that one.
Oh,
It's an anime.
yeah, yeah, Evangelion, something
Neon.
Evangelion.
Yeah,
Neon Genesis.
Mhm.
Yeah, I started that, but then the second to the last episode completely took me out of it.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know how far you are on it, but like it's just
I think I have like 6 episodes left, but I know it's
uh,
gonna get fucking crazy. That's what my brother keeps saying. But
yeah.
I've been stuck on it, so I've been trying to watch it when Zelda's asleep or if she's just laying down too, and it's like late at night. I was like, oh, I'll watch an episode here and there.
Mhm.
But your sister actually just came down on Friday, and her and Susan went out and they got back like at midnight, and I was watching the show because Zelda was asleep.
Mm.
And then they got home, and then I was like, your sister was laying down on the couch, and I was like, do you mind if I just finish this episode? She's like, yeah, that's fine. And then out of nowhere, like I never realized that the second episode started playing, like the one after. And I'm like, man, this episode's long. I was like, oh shit, the other episode started. Like, and I just like look at your sister. She's all like knocked the fuck out. I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. Like, I don't want to wake her up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the reason it took me out of it just something about the characters just kind of like I did not like it. You know, I don't know. Maybe you'll kind of find it interesting. Who knows? But yeah. Me, yeah, just Valhalla. I'll bring that up later. But Sea of Stars. I started replaying that.
You started it, yeah?
Yeah. I was putting up uploading episodes of it of my gameplay, but then God of War Valhalla came out, and I was like, I gotta play this. It's just because I fucking love Ragnarok. So I went, all right, let's go for it. And yeah, so I took a break from that, and then afterwards, I just got in the mood for God of War. I literally went back to Ragnarok and just kind of finished some side quests that I never got around to. And literally I beat the Berserkers, if you remember those. Do you remember the Berserkers?
From Ragnarok?
Yeah,
Which ones are those?
those are the ones that like you have like the hilt of a sword, and like you go to this like I guess it's not a tomb exactly, but like this uh
Oh, the fuck those guys. They're pretty much like
the Valkyries.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing most of them and I got my ass kicked by one and I was just like, fuck that.
No, yeah,
It's like,
yeah. They're very difficult, but like I felt so confident because of that,
mhm.
like how good I was in Valhalla that I was like I gotta go back, and then sure enough I managed to beat them all.
Oh
So
really?
yeah, what helped is doing the all like I'm fairly certain I did everything in Vanaheim. No,
Hmm.
was it Vanaheim? Freya's like world. You know how
Yeah.
like the map just fucking expands
Expanse, yeah.
for sure. I did all the side quests on that, and I managed to upgrade like an armor that like really brought up my attack, so that really helped. And
Yeah.
then I beat the what's it called? That fireplace.
Mm. I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those ones. The trials in that I beat that. So the only thing I couldn't do was just beat Gana, which was the Valkyrie queen.
Yeah.
I couldn't beat her. So oh well. But yeah, I just I did all that, and then finally I went back into Sea of Stars, which took a while because I was just like I really want to play God of War again, like replay both
Hmm.
games,
Yeah.
and so but finally I just went okay, I gotta like sit down, finish this, and then hopefully I can beat it soon, and then get back to Batman Arkham Knight. I still haven't played that, so
Oh, you haven't played it yet?
no, I have it
That was
downloaded too.
that was gonna be fun. Yeah, I
Yeah.
tried playing the Valhalla and then I was doing good, and then you know you like, do like the playthrough, and it's like you take 40 minutes or whatever to complete it. That's how long I was taking.
Mhm.
And then mine this one took like about an hour and a half, and I was like, okay, cool, like I'm almost done with it. And it was towards like the end where it's like and I knew it was fucking close to the end because I fucking knew it. It's like when you have that timer. It's like when you go and you're talking to oh my god, what is his name from God of War 3? The other
Oh
head.
yeah. Helios.
Healy, you're talking to Helios, right? And then you have a timer, and it's like if you beat the timer, they get stronger or something.
Hmm.
And I fucking died on the last enemy, dude. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. I was like, I'm not gonna bother with this stupid shit. I'll just look it up on YouTube, see what happens at the end.
Okay, you made it pretty far actually. Like I thought, I wasn't sure how far you made it. I didn't even know if you even made it to like Helios or anything like that.
No, yeah, I think I made it at least like halfway or a little bit over halfway, but I
did
was
you
just like, I don't. Hmm?
did you at least find out who sent you the invitation?
Yeah, it was what's his face? The one that Odin was disguised as, right?
Yeah,
What's his? Yeah,
Tyr.
okay.
Okay, so then yeah,
Tyr, yeah, yeah.
you made it pretty
Mhm.
far. Spoilers for people, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like you either beat this game or you just gave up. Like
Yeah, I was just like, whatever. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I'll play something. I forgot what game I was playing. Oh, Final Fantasy. I was like, I'll just finish Final Fantasy. I was like, I don't want to bother with this shit.
uh, but yeah, I got back into Sea of Stars, and I made it to a point where I was like, "Oh, this is getting interesting," and so now I'm trying to rush it. So we'll see. I won't be able to play tomorrow or Wednesday, but we'll see. Maybe this weekend. Oh, I'm gonna be off Monday.
Oh, same.
Yeah, so I have plenty of time. Fuck yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, that's what we were all both playing. I think we can get into news. So first bit is Game Awards happen. We talked about the nominations like last time and all that. I think we were mostly just excited who will win. For at least we were hoping at least Spider-Man would win something. Didn't win anything.
Didn't win shit,
Dude. That was insane. I'll bring that up in a bit. But some of the ones that I noted down, Sea of Stars won for independent game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rightfully deserves it. I've been listening to the soundtrack actually of that game. They put
Was
it
it
up
good?
on. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god! There's like
I've
things.
been I've been wanting to play it. Excuse me, and I was using the portal to play it just because it's like, oh, you know, it's
It's 8-bit. Or
not 8-bit. What's it called? The gameplay of it. Oh my gosh, turn based.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's turn based combat. I was like, oh, I'll use the portal like when I'm on the couch or I'm laying down, and every time I try it on, like I'm falling asleep. So
Mm,
I never got past the beginning. Like I think the furthest I made it was like in the beginning when you're doing like the tutorial,
yeah,
and they're like, oh, like they're doing like the backstory when they were like younger, but
yeah.
it was like the two friends and like I guess there was like a third friend, right? Yeah, so that I was like, I'll do this later, and I just never went back to it. So I was like,
No, yeah. The beginning's a lot to go through. You gotta like learn the basics and the mechanics of it all.
mm-hmm.
Um, Once you get to a certain like I guess village, the story starts to get a little bit interesting. The characters start to get more interesting,
Yeah.
and where I stopped last, it really that was a twist. So
Oh,
it was
okay.
interesting,
Yeah,
and
I've been wanting to
it's
go back into it, but I really got stuck on Witcher, so I'm just like, oh, like
mhm.
that's my RPG for the moment, and then pretty sure Final Fantasy Rebirth is gonna take over after that. So.
Mhm. Okay. Then Last of Us won for best adaptation. The show won for adaptation again, rightfully deserved it. Mario, as much as I love Super Mario, there's there's problems, and it doesn't beat Last of Us. Sorry.
That's true.
Yeah. Uh, Legend of Zelda got for best action adventure. Yeah, makes sense. Mario for family
Hmm.
game. Again, makes sense. This is surprising. Pikmin winning for best strategy.
I just saw that right now, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I was like, Pikmin.
yeah. I mean, I've seen gameplays of like the original game and all
Mhm.
that, and so yeah, there's some crazy strategies you have to go through. So I can only imagine what this new like just keeps
Yeah.
improving upon. So
Yeah, I kept seeing like people stream it when it came out, and I mean, it looks fun. I mean, I've
mm-hmm.
always heard that Pikmin has been really good, but it's just never been a game for me. Like, I just could never get into it.
Same.
I tried like the first like 3 levels, and I'm like, I'll see my Pikmin die, and I'm like, I don't want to see that.
So
And it's funny because like in Smash Bros, I'll be throwing them off the stage just to see their little ghosts come out fucked up. I was like, oh man.
no, yeah, same. I never really got into it, and I had it too for sure. You know, but for some reason just couldn't get through the first level. Then Baldur's Gate won for best game of the year.
Baldur's Gate won everything, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And I found it funny though because there's people I look at in the internet who like just like to talk shit a lot, and they were talking about the Game Awards. Oh, Spider-Man is going to win best game because people like the inclusivity of it and all that. Like they're just like
Mhm.
they hate the woke stuff. And so
Yeah.
I fucking laughed when Baldur's Gate won for best game, and then found out Spider Man didn't win shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
wow. It's almost like people can actually still tell when a good game
Hmm.
is out. I mean, I never played Baldur's Gate, but like, people just don't stop talking about it.
What's it called? With hold on. What's this called? What is that Cthulhu character called?
Cthulhu character. I don't know.
They have a special name.
Is your dog barking?
Oh yeah, mind flare. Hey,
Oh,
hey, quiet. They're called mind flares.
okay.
So there was I saw this meme and it said, "You're telling me that people are complaining that Spider-Man 2 didn't win Game of the Year? Well, you can't even have sex with a mind flayer in that game." And I was just like, they have a point.
Yeah.
I was like, they have a point there.
I like their logic, you know?
Mhm. No, that game's I haven't played it. I really wanted to play it, but it was right after I bought Diablo, and I was like, I played Diablo for a month and I stopped, and I don't want that to happen with this game too.
hmm.
So I was just like, I'm not even gonna bother picking it up. But I would see my brother play it and my cousin too, because my cousin got really into it, and it looks really fun. I think my favorite clip, I think I've told you before, it was the one um it was when I don't know what it was, but they're like walking in the woods, and then they like there's like a little squirrel, and they roll for initiative, and they get like a d20, they get like a natural 20, and they just kick the shit out of the squirrel and kill it. It's like what the fuck,
Okay.
dude. I'll see if I
uh,
can find it later. I'll send it to you because oh my god, it's so stupid.
mhm. But yeah, those are all the ones I noted down that I liked. Mostly just the ones that I played got an award. So, next bit of news, and this is how you know it's been a while since we did this, but the Grand Theft Auto trailer came out.
Oh shit! I forgot about that, dude. Oh shit!
Dude, what'd you think?
I was so happy. I've been waiting for fucking years for this damn trailer, dude. Like, I've been there since the leaks. I've seen most of the leaks, and I was like, it sucks that the leaks happened. Don't get me wrong, just
Hmm.
because it's like, I mean, who you're working for a game that's been in development for fucking more than maybe 10 years, and it's like, oh shit, like someone hacked into our fucking system and just leaked the like gameplay and like a bunch of like shit that we're working on that we want it to be a surprise to like to people. And the thing that sucked about the trailer too was it got leaked. So the trailer was supposed to come out, I believe, the day before the Game Awards or a couple hours before the Game Awards,
Hmm.
and the day before the some guy on Twitter just like, oh, here's a trailer for GTA 6, and then Rockstar was just like, well, yeah, they released a trailer, so just enjoy the trailer. So they just released it themselves,
Mm.
and they were just like, it just sucks. They were pretty much saying the same thing, like it sucks that happened, but I mean, I hope you guys are excited for it as much as we are, and what's it called? I think Take Two, or yeah, I think it was Take Two, like pretty much the parent company saying like yeah, like the leaks happen, but like we don't think it's affecting us at all because I mean look at the views. It's
Yeah.
like people are still being like like people are still viewing them. Like I mean that's what
Hmm.
matters. And it's crazy. Like that same day, one of Susan's friends from high school, she posted, "Oh, now I can post what my husband's been working on for the longest time, and he's working on GTA 6."
What the fuck?
Yeah, like he went to like school for like game development and all that. And he
Hmm.
did like a few games, and then I never knew exactly what he was doing, but I was like, what the fuck? So I messaged him like, dude, I saw your wife's post, like you're working on GTA 6, like that's fucking insane. And I was like, like sorry about the leaks. That shit looks dope. Good luck. And I
Yeah.
was like, fuck. I was like, that's so cool, dude. Like I was like, damn,
Damn,
that's
that's
awesome.
yeah, that's really really cool. Uh,
Excuse me.
but yeah, I saw the trailer for it too, and I've just been loving all the memes that have been coming out of it,
Hmm.
especially the reactions to 2025 release
Oh,
date.
those
Yeah.
when that happened, I was like, oh, thank God, because I thought it was gonna be like 2026. Because if
Mm.
they say 2025, they're gonna be like, oh, early 2025, but then they're gonna move it to fall of 2025. That always happens with Rockstar. But
Mm.
I mean, I waited this long. I could wait a little bit longer. I
Yeah.
don't care. Have you seen the memes of like the oh my god, the Florida Joker guy?
Yes. So
That's
like,
just so funny, dude.
I mean, for I mean, it's a bit surprising if people don't know, but like, if you don't know, this is guy Florida Joker guy is like a real dude who has like, I think,
The face tattoos.
face tattoos, and I think he has purple hair or is it green hair?
He dyed his hair, I think, after they released that trailer to
Okay.
kind of seem more like him,
Hmm.
like in the trailer. But I don't know how he was before when he went to prison. But
Right.
um, I remember like the first video I saw, and I was like, "You're stupid." And then I remember like 2 videos later, he dyed his hair, and I was like, "You're more stupid than I thought." And I think it's funny 'cause he's always a rock star.
Yeah.
Always like Rockstar. Take Two. We gotta talk.
Hmm.
I don't want to sue you. We gotta talk.
Yeah.
They like send me 10 mil or I'm suing. And I'm like, you're not gonna win, dude.
For
Like, come
sure.
on.
And apparently now he's like, all right, I won't sue you, but let me voice act in it or something
Yeah,
like that.
he wants to voice them, and I'm like, okay, dude. Like, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure like that guy has nothing to do with the story, and like he just comes out like
Yeah, for
just
sure.
for the
That
trailer.
person's not gonna have like it's gonna have zero lines probably.
Hmm. It's so funny, man. It was like the whole that happened too with GTA 5 because Lindsay Lohan tried suing them for there was like a one of the posters for the game. There was like a blonde girl with a bikini
Mm.
with a phone, and Lindsay Lohan was like, "That's me. Like that looks like me." And then she took him to court, and they're like, "This is just a blonde girl like representing someone that lives in LA type of thing. Like it
Hmm.
has no similarities to you." And then the judge is like, "Yeah, yeah, you're right." So they just dismissed the case, and I was like, "You guys are stupid."
Wow, that's funny. But yeah, it looks interesting. I haven't played it. I never played a Grand Theft Auto game, so I mean, I've played it, just like fucked around and all that, but like I
Hmm.
never like done the story or
The
anything like
story,
that.
yeah,
So I'm curious about it.
they're pretty good. I mean, I like four the most.
Hmm.
With story wise, just because it's like I mean, compared to five, five is really good because it's a good game and it's like the gameplay was really like top notch compared to four because four was kind of different, not different, but like the physics was kind of how can I say it? It was I don't know, like it's like you hit a like you're in a car and you hit you hit something, and then, let's say there's nothing in the way, you just go flying. And then
Mhm.
like in this one, it's like okay, it seems kind of more realistic, more grounded. But I mean, the story in GTA 4 was like fucking. It was like fuck, dude. That's just fucking. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, people are excited about it, so that's cool. Uh, Next two games, these are the controversial games. Palworld came out. And people are
Oh,
having
dude,
a big fit about it, where it's like, did they copy Pokemon?
they're
Was
fucking
this
crybabies. Crybabies. That's what they are. Okay.
and people are wondering if this was AI, like the person who made it
Mm.
used AI or something. No evidence of that whatsoever. But yeah, that was a big thing that happened, and people were just kind of like, it's still a fun game though.
It looks fun, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to play. I haven't played it yet, but I really want to play it. And it's
Mm.
like, I mean, it's just Pokemon with guns.
Yeah,
Like
for
what do
sure.
you want, But I think it's oh my god, that game's so fucking. Have you seen the memes of it, like the slave camps that they make?
What the fuck? No.
So you can make bases, right? So you're like, oh, this is my base or my campsite, whatever. And there's some people that like they'll um like they have like their main base, and then they'll like, oh, this is there was like a video. I was like, oh, like do you have a this is your base? Like, oh my god, you have 4 stoves over here. Like, oh yeah, get all the meat you want. Like, don't worry about it. And then yeah, that's where that's where I raise my sheep or whatever. Like, this is where I do this and that. And then he's like, and then the main guy, right, the one that made the base is like, let me show you my other base. And they go, and it's just like this like buildings made of concrete, and it just looks like a how can I describe it? A bit. I feel like the best way I can describe it would be like a concentration camp. And
God.
it's like, and then they're like, "What's like? Why are these buildings like they don't have windows? Like, what's going on here?" And like, "Oh, nothing." And like they see like one of the pals like walking off just off the distance, and then the guy, "What's he doing over there? He's not supposed to be out here." He just gets him and puts him back inside, and like he goes inside, and they're all like, I mean, you can't have him chained up, but like. I mean, they're just working like getting like minerals or like cutting trees, but like just the way that it looks and the way that he designed it, it's like yeah, the guy was like, "I'm gonna take off, man. Like, I don't want to be here anymore." And
The
then he's like,
fuck.
"Where do you think you're going?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh
And
god.
I think my favorite one. I haven't seen all of the pals, but my favorite one was I believe his name was Depresso. Have you seen him,
No.
dude? He looks so like. Let me see,
I'll
Pal
look it up.
World Depresso. Is that his name? Yeah, Depresso.
Okay, I just looked it up.
He just looks stupid.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
but
funny.
if you have him working, he's just like.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's a game I really want to play just for the fun of it. Like it just seems like it's just stupid. Like it looks
Hmm.
dumb, but it looks fun. Like it looks like a game I would like probably enjoy. And I wish it was on Switch. It's like because I really want Susan to play that game.
Mm.
And I remember I told Susan about it. Oh, look at this game! It just came out. Like we should probably play it. And then she was like, I don't want them. She wasn't like she wasn't against like the whole like oh it looks like Pokemon or it's like a ripoff. She was more against of people better not get mad what was it like Palworld better not get mad at Pokemon or some shit like it was like vice versa. And I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever.
Mm.
And then you see how Nintendo or the Pokemon company was like, we're gonna investigate this.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and I was just like, you guys aren't gonna do shit. I was like, you guys have known about this game forever. Like, who hasn't?
Yeah, for
But
sure. And I feel like, I mean, if it's the Pokemon company, like, I feel like if something would have were to happen, it would happen already. You know?
yeah, it would have happened. I think like I saw a video and it was like kind of not like an in-depth thing about it, but it was more of a like, look, it hasn't happened yet. Like something would have happened a long time ago.
Hmm.
Worst case scenarios are gonna be like, hey, this one, like this pal looks like this Pokemon. Can you just change the way he looks? And
Hmm.
probably like that. But
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the only thing though. Too. When you look at if you go side by side with some of the Power
mhm,
Worlds to the Pokemon, it's like, come on, dude.
yeah.
Like you could have tried a little bit harder here, but
And you know what? Like, I think it's funny because I haven't seen any mods. People modding the game to actually put Pokemon in there.
mm,
That would have been insane.
yeah.
That would have been like Pokemon would have been like, hey, don't fucking do that.
I
But I
think
think
so.
maybe yeah, maybe that's why they haven't done it because they're really strict with like their whole their IPs and all that. So
For sure. Um, yeah, that was crazy time. The other big kind of controversial game is Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Oh boy! Now you and I were both pretty excited about this game. We were like, Suicide Squad game, fuck yeah! Like it's Rocksteady. Like I mean, there's no doubt that's gonna be a good game, right?
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I said too. And it seems like we might have been wrong. I haven't played it yet, but I've seen a lot of gameplays of it. Um, a lot of it, a lot of what I've seen doesn't necessarily bother me. But it doesn't look like a game like I would probably enjoy much. Especially the gameplay of it. That you can't switch to other characters, right? Or maybe you can.
You get to pick a character, and then I think before you start, you can pick what character you want to use.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
But
yeah.
you can't. I don't know if you can pick because I don't know if it's single player. That's the thing. So like I know it's co-op because that was the main thing. So I don't know if there's a single player mode, just like where you play by yourself and like the other three people just being computers and you get to
Mhm.
switch with them. I'm not too sure how that works. Um, but I do know that it's co-op and you get to pick what character you want to use before the mission starts. Like
Mhm.
before you join the actual game, you get to pick who you want to use. But I don't know. I saw I played the beta and I was like I don't think I'm liking this. And then more and more people were like talking about it, and I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one that thought that it wasn't that good. And I think the only thing that really upsetted me was it's like they all have guns,
Yeah.
and I didn't like that. Like it's because it's like it would have been awesome if they all have like their own abilities and all that. Like I mean, I believe it's Deadshot, right? Like yeah, he's gonna be using guns,
Yeah, for sure.
and maybe Harley Quinn can just have like a pistol and like using something else. And it's like what's his name? The shark. Like it would have been awesome if he didn't use guns, but like he had something else, like a melee weapon or some shit.
Mhm.
But I don't know. It kind of threw me off. So I was never really gonna buy it. And then my brother and my friend bought it. They were actually liking it. They enjoyed it a lot. They were having fun playing it. But
Wow.
they're really into like those co-op type of games.
Mhm.
So where you can just like, oh okay, let's just get together. And let's just have fun. They're enjoying it a lot. I mean, I'm happy for them because it's at least someone's enjoying it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it wasn't really for me. And then I was just like, I'm not really gonna play it, so I kind of just saw most of the deaths except for the ending, and I was like, not really,
Mhm.
not for me.
Yeah, for sure. No, I completely agree with you with the whole that each character you just uses a gun. I really thought, I thought Harley Quinn was going to use some kind of melee weapon plus a pistol or something. I
Mm-hmm.
really thought they were gonna go crazy with Captain Boomerang. Like I don't know, like throwing multiple boomerangs, throwing one that's explosive or something like
Yeah.
that. But no, they all just use guns,
Mm-hmm.
different kinds of guns, but it's just that. And then you beat the villains by using guns. uh,
Yeah. I think the only one that is well, you can use Joker as a DLC character, and I thought he looked pretty fun. Like just the
mhm.
way he was moving around, and it's like people are talking shit because like, why would he use a stupid rocket powered umbrella? And I'm like, it's a Joker. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
why wouldn't he use something like this? Seems like a character that's actually kind of more in line with like who they are. I
mhm.
mean, it's kind of goofy because what I'm thinking about is like cartoon Joker and like stupid ass what Tom oh my god, what's his name? Adam West type of Joker.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm thinking about, just kind of goofy, but it would have been nice to maybe if all of the characters were kind of like that, then maybe I would have liked it, enjoyed it more. But
Hmm.
yeah, I was just like, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna bother. Like, I'll just look at a YouTube video on how everyone dies, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I pretty much did the same thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, but the one thing that I found like super super weird, and I know people were bringing it up, before the game was coming out, but I didn't really didn't look into it much. But the fact that you can only play the game for one thing if their servers are up and you had like good internet, like
Oh,
it
so then
was
it's online only then?
yeah, it's like an online
Yeah,
only thing. But literally, even for like the main story though,
yeah.
I thought that was really weird. I'm like, wait, why would you do that at all for that game? Like that makes no sense. And it just
Hmm.
feels like a disaster coming through, especially if like a lot of people want to play it, you know. Mm. So yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. I thought that was really really weird. The story itself, I didn't. I just mostly looked at their deaths. Didn't really bother me much. I know some people. I mean, yes, you can complain how they died and all that. I understand that,
Hmm.
but to complain that, oh, why would you make a game where you killed the Justice League? It's like, why wouldn't you? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's the thing I didn't get why people are getting mad about. Like, oh, like they're disrespecting them and all that shit. It was like, dude, they're the Suicide Squad. Like they're killing them. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck do you want more?
Mhm.
Like, and you know what's so funny? Like when I was watching like the when they kill, spoilers, I guess, but when they kill Batman, I was just like, that can't be him. Like it can't. And I looked up like who voices Batman in Suicide Squad, and I was like, oh shit, it's the guy. Like I forgot
Yeah.
his name, but I didn't know it was him. I didn't know he was like still recording like for this game.
Oh yeah. This is his last role, sadly. As
He has
Batman.
another one apparently.
Oh, he does.
Supposedly, I don't know what it is, but apparently that he has
Oh,
one
okay.
last role, but I think it's a movie or something else, but it was
Mm.
something. But yeah, supposedly that he has one more thing.
Okay. Maybe it was the Crisis on Infinite Earths animated movie they made. I could be wrong. I don't know when that was. They were making that, but no, that'd be cool though. But yeah, and then I said it. I gotta look up his name though. I think I voiced him.
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy. Yeah. I just hate people like looking at the game and saying like they disrespected him because this is his last role or something like, or like the fact that you go,
Oh yeah.
can you believe like Rocksteady gave him this last role or something like that, as if like they
Hmm.
knew that this was going to be his last role or something. It's like, calm the fuck down. Like they did this, they thought they were going to be like a little fun thing to do and then
Hmm.
move on to the next thing, but that didn't happen. So like chill the fuck out with like this being his last role or something.
Yeah, so it is gonna be the Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3.
Okay,
That's his last role.
that's cool. um but yeah, that happened, which it sucks. I was really looking forward to this game, and saying that it's just not my thing. Oh well. Next bit of news: an Indiana Jones game was announced.
Which one?
Indiana Jones.
Oh, the indie game.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
There was an yeah
Yeah, it's coming
Xbox.
out on Xbox. The graphics are fine. But one thing that I found interesting: Troy Baker voices Indiana.
Indie.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. But I mean, so far the game looks okay. They didn't show much of it. It was just mostly just, I think they were just showing off like, look, it's Indiana Jones and all
Yeah, it's like a
that.
teaser.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm kind of looking forward to it. My one thing though is like, okay, what's gonna be different from this than like Uncharted or Tomb Raider? You know?
Well, that's what I think I kind of saw on. That's why they're making it first person to kind of differentiate. I don't know how to say that, but like to make it different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's what like when they announced like, oh, Indiana Jones, but then I was like, Uncharted.
Yeah.
I was like okay, but I mean,
Hmm.
I I want to see how it is. I feel like it'd be kind of cool. Like hopefully they do really good with it and
Yeah, for sure.
don't fuck it up. But
Mm. Yeah, don't
we'll
forget
just
it.
have to wait and see. Yeah.
The thing that they really gotta like take advantage of is like you have Indiana Jones. Like his character is very, very unique and fun. So just kind of have fun with that. Have fun with the dialogue. Maybe like what would he say during his crazy adventures or something.
Hmm.
But yeah, and then the state of play came out, and I noted down some ones that really caught my eye. Stellar Blade. Do you remember that one?
I keep hearing about it. I've never seen what it is though, but I've heard that it's like really good. But it's
Yeah.
coming to PlayStation, right? Because it was on Xbox.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh-huh.
That one looks very, very interesting. I remember seeing like a trailer of it, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, this looks like an interesting world and all that." But then like the state of play came out, and we saw a lot of gameplay, a lot of like what the world is actually, and how like you're gonna interact with it. And I'm very much hooked. So I'm really looking forward to that. Um,
Is it someone that's supposed to be like Bayonetta or not Bayonetta, but like Nier Automata?
I don't know about Near Automata, but I definitely understand what you said by Bayonetta. uh,
This is the one where they were making the memes. Where like, oh, I can't wait to play Stellar Blade, and it's like the real reason why people are playing Stellar Blade, and it's like they're zooming into her butt.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I I haven't seen the trailer, but I just remember seeing that, and I was like, maybe that's why I remember it so much.
Mhm.
Yeah, it kind of seems like Bayonetta and like Nier Automata, but seems fun.
Yeah. And next one, Silent Hill, the short message. This is like a free game that came out like the day of the State of Play came out. I already downloaded
Mm-hmm.
it. I haven't played it, but
You haven't
uh,
played it?
no, but I downloaded it, so why not?
I was gonna download it too because I did hear about that and I was really excited, but I totally forgot about it. And I was listening to a podcast and they were talking shit about it, so I was just like,
Hmm.
okay. It's because I feel like, well, I don't know, but like maybe because they did that before with PT, which is like the one that was it was supposed it's a Silent Hill remake with Hideo Kojima, Norman Reedus, and Guillermo del Toro.
Mm.
And yeah, dude, it was insane. Like they were like, what the fuck? And they were making that game, and then a bunch of shit happened with Konami and Hideo, and they just like nope, like cancel it. And that demo, it was like, oh, it's out today, and then out of nowhere, they're just like, yeah, you can't download it anymore.
Mm.
So like people were selling their PS4s on eBay for like $600 with the demo installed. And
Dang,
yeah, and I was like, fuck. And it's like
that's
I sold my PS4, but I have the file in a hard drive, so all I need to do is buy another PS4 and just install it, and I can just play it again. So I'm like,
mhm.
okay, cool. Like it's like I can play it. I just need to buy a PS4. Like I can just play it whenever I want.
Yeah,
But that game was fun. That shit was scary as fuck. It
yeah,
was like,
that's cool.
yeah, it was really scary. You should look it up on YouTube. It's just like PT gameplay, and it's like, but it was so complicated because it's like you're just walking down a corridor. Like you walk through a door, you walk down the hallway, you would take a right, go through the door, and it kind of repeats itself. And it's like, what the fuck do you have to do? And it's like eventually someone figured it out somehow. And it's like, oh, if you hear the phone ring twice, go look over here. But if it's not there, go look over there. Now go back. No, you have to like whisper in your microphone. And I was like, what the fuck? It was so weird.
What?
Dude, it was weird how they did that shit. But I was like, how the fuck do you figure this shit out? But in the end, right? It's like, because you don't know what the fuck's going on. Everyone kind of assumed it was Silent Hill just because it's like, oh, Konami.
Hmm.
And it was scary as fuck. But eventually, you leave the house and it's just like kind of cuts up to like a cutscene, and it's like you just follow the footsteps from the guy, and it zooms it like he goes up and it zooms out, and it's Norman Reedus because he turns around and it's all foggy and it just says Silent Hills, and it says Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and we're like, Guillermo del Toro, what the fuck? And Hideo Kojima, oh, and everyone was so hyped up, and then they just canned it, and I was like, fuck, that sucks.
Dang,
But
that's insane. Holy shit.
yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
I guess.
Yeah, and it just went to shit after that.
Mhm. Wow. Next one was Rise of the Ronin. This one's like looks very much like Assassin's Creed, but samurais and all that.
Mhm.
But I thought it was just gonna be all swords and everything, but no, they showed more gameplay of it, and you can actually like switch off between a sword or like a gun, either pistols
Oh,
or
you
like
can?
pistols
Oh,
or
I
like a
didn't know that.
long range type of gun. I don't know what they're kind of bayonets. I think that's
Oh
what
yeah,
they're
like
called.
the big lawn ones and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you can like I saw one. I think it might have been using both like a sword and a gun,
Hmm.
like a pistol. So that looked really interesting. But yeah, I mean, it just like I said, it looks pretty much kind of like think of Assassin's Creed and all that. But I'm interested. No
I
idea what
was
the
thinking
story
of
is.
yeah, I was thinking of what's the other samurai one?
Ghost of
What's for the
Tsushima.
PS? Yeah, I was thinking of that just because it's like samurai.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'll just play Ghost of Tsushima. I'll get my samurai fix on that. So.
Yeah, I mean, some people are complaining in Rise of the Ronin that like the look of it just doesn't look
Hmm.
that great. So people are like, just go to Ghost of Tsushima if you want like a better looking game.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that Elden Ring looked all that wonderful, but
Hmm.
it was a good fucking game.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. For me, it's too all about gameplay for sure. But if
Hmm.
but if if it's a game that looks beautiful, like that's a bonus.
That's like a plus, yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, Death Stranding 2. That one you said you didn't want to know much, but the trailer for this one really got me got my attention more than like the first one ever did and
Then
all
the
that.
first one, yeah.
Yeah, and so and then there was something in the end that I was just like, the fuck is this game? And you mentioned it too. It's like, yeah, I saw the guitar thing, and I'm like, okay, y- yeah, that's the crazy shit that I saw. That was just like it made no sense, but it
Yeah, it
got me
doesn't
very interested.
doesn't make sense, but like I said, it's Hideo Kojima. He can do whatever the fuck he wants,
I guess
and
so.
somehow it works. So.
Yeah, but yeah, that sounds it looked interesting. Then a couple games that was mentioned: the Sonic game, Sonic and Shadow, that Splatoon copycat thing, Foam Stars.
Foam Stars. I was gonna ask you if you downloaded it. I think it's already out.
No, I'm not gonna download that. Dave the Diver, that one. I know I've heard of it before, and people were like really loving it, and I'm just like, oh hey, look, Dave the Diver. It's like I'm sure people are gonna love that,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden, like there's little cutscene going on, and you hear, and it took me a second. I'm like, is that the Godzilla theme? Like what the fuck? And then sure enough, he comes out of the water, and it's just Dave the Diver X Godzilla, and it's like, what the fuck? That's insane.
Do you know what that game's about?
Dave the Diver? No.
So you're like a fisherman, right? So you're going down into the ocean getting fish
Mm.
because you own a sushi restaurant.
Mm.
So what I'm thinking is, are you gonna kill Godzilla and like, serve them to people? That's what I'm like. That's what I was like. Oh shit! Like what the fuck?
Mm.
But it's yeah, you manage like your own restaurant, like you go get the fish and you fight like boss battles and all that. Supposedly it's not too hard, but I heard it's really enjoyable.
No.
It looked fun though. I'll see if I pick it up. I'll probably get it for the Switch though. It seems like something that can for like handheld.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, one thing I forgot to bring up in the beginning. I got this collector's edition of Sea of Stars for the Switch.
Did you?
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking good. I'll see if I can send you like a link of it. But like, what did it have? It's just kind of. I think you had like a map of it.
Mm-hmm.
You get like a physical copy of it, of course, and all that. The one thing I couldn't get though was like a vinyl of the soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
I think it came with it. I'm not sure, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited! And it's from the same place I got. I think I showed it to you. I got like a collector's edition of the Ori.
Oh
Ori
yeah,
game.
yeah. Well, it came with like that stainless glass, right? Or whatever
Yeah,
it was. Mm-hmm.
yeah, same place. What was it? I am 8-bit, something like that. They make some good shit, especially vinyls.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I just saw that website right now, and I think that's where I got my. I think it was from them, but they released a Pokemon Silver and Gold vinyl, and I bought it because I was like, dude, this is fucking cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought it, and then like they're like, oh, you know, we're gonna have to push it back because you know there's been some like I guess like the recording of it was like not that good, so they wanted to perfect it. And out of nowhere, like fucking a year and a half later, I got home and I just see something in the mouse. Like, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this. But I was like, that's so deep. Oh, that's fucking dope, dude.
Mm-hmm. I just couldn't resist. I had to get it. So, yeah. And then another thing that's off tangent, non-video game related though. But have you seen Godzilla -1?
No, I haven't seen it. I
Oh
want to
my
watch it.
God.
Yeah.
It's so good. Okay. Okay, yeah. Next game, Legendary Tale. This is like a VR game that's coming out, and it's literally just like VR headset, and you're just like fighting with swords or something and magic. I think, and it looks pretty cool. Until Dawn, coming to the PS5 or PS5 upgrade.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You gave me that game, right? I think you gave me that game.
Either you have it or it's over here somewhere. But I remember I told you gotta play this shit.
Yeah.
Like you and your sister should have played it together because it's like you make the choices and all that. And you can. That's what I wanted to do with Susan. But I don't know. Like we started and then we just never finished it. So
okay.
I'll probably pick it up just to finish it. But I was looking at not the trailer, but I was looking like the photo comparisons, and it doesn't look that much different than
really?
Yeah, well, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, well, I mean, even like if the frame rate's better and if it goes a little faster, then I'll still pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless it's like $70 and I'm just gonna wait for it to sell because I'm not gonna spend I'm not gonna spend $70 on that game. Fuck that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's all the notes I took down for news. I don't know if
You You haven't looked at Dragon's Dogma 2?
Dragon's Dogma, no. That
Dude, that game looks fucking insane.
yeah. Uh,
It's fuck, I don't know how to describe it. You pretty much just go off, right? You get your little crew and you go off to like kill creatures. Imagine like Monster Hunter, but not Monster Hunter.
mhm.
They're like not like in that big scale, but maybe there are kind of bigger scale fights like that. But you go out, you kind of do like a campfire. I saw like this gameplay video from IGN, and it's like, yeah, like I came over here, and then I was getting my ass kicked by like this monster, and he ran away, and then it was okay, cool, time to heal up. So I started my campfire, and you can go to sleep for like the next day. Yeah, I woke up like in the middle of the night because he came back to fucking try killing me, and so like he ended up killing him. But like the battles are like at least like 30 minutes long, dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, I remember now this trailer. People
Hmm.
were really hyped up about it. It looks
It
I
looks
mean,
fun, dude.
yeah, I love the fantasy element of it. That's
Hmm.
looks fucking insane. Holy shit.
Yeah, like the first one never really caught my eye because I was like, well, and it's like I'm like kind of tired of this shit. But I saw this trailer and I was like, oh fuck, I was like, that looks really good.
Yeah.
So I'll probably pick that one up. I don't even know when that comes out. Oh, it's supposed to come out, I think, in March.
Mm, trying to look it up. I know. Oh yeah, March 22nd, 2024.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so depending if
Pretty soon. Holy shit.
yeah, not too bad. Next month.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. Okay. Cool. Do you know of any other news that I might have missed? That's pretty much all I
Mm.
got.
But there's a rumor saying that there's Xbox games coming to PlayStation, like Starfield
Hmm.
and some other Bethesda games, and they're gonna be Xbox is gonna do like a showcase. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but I don't know what they call it, but they're gonna be doing something, I believe, this week, saying what's gonna be happening with Xbox and their games. Everyone's saying that they're gonna, instead of doing exclusivity to Xbox, they're just gonna like, oh, just bring the games everywhere, just because I think their sales for like the consoles aren't that good.
Hmm.
And I guess might be like their best option for it. So I mean, I'm not mad. There's a bunch of people like saying like, oh, like you're gonna destroy Xbox like this, and I'm just like, dude,
Uh,
like at least they're making money somehow. And it's like, and I'm just like, damn, dude, Halo on fucking PS5, that'd be fucking awesome.
hey,
That's so cool.
I'll be more than happy to. If they bring those in. I'll be more than happy to play it. You know.
Yeah, I can't wait for those. And then uh there was a Judas trailer, which is like the new BioShock from Ken Levine, like the creator of BioShock.
Hmm.
It looks fun. It looks like BioShock, but I mean, can't complain. It's BioShock. Fucking love those games. So I mean, I'm excited for those. Can't wait for those.
For sure.
Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. I've been really out of everything. So
Yeah, I get it. But yeah, now I can finally get into God of War Valhalla. So yeah, this one, yeah, they announced it during the Game Awards. They showed it, the trailer for it. People were like, "Oh, that's cool." It's a what's it? I forgot what the name of it. There's like a specific name for like what this kind of gameplay was.
oh, roguelike.
Yeah, roguelike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to beat this." Like roguelike, that kind of thing. Nah. But then it said like, "Oh, it's a free download." It comes out today. I'm like, "No,
Hmm.
no." It came out like a few days after the Game Awards.
Yeah.
But and I was like, "Well, fuck it. It's free." I got it, played it, and an hour in, and I was like, "How the fuck is this free?"
Dude, right? That's exactly what I thought. Like,
Dude, this
because
is.
at first I thought it was just gonna be like challenges,
Mhm.
but then it's like I think you or Kiki had told me like, no, dude, like there's like story to it. I was like, shut the fuck up, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But I never got to finish it. But I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
No, but yeah, I texted you for sure saying like, no,
Hmm.
dude, there's like a actual story here, and there's like
Yeah.
really cool gameplay going on. And yeah, this is something that everyone said, like especially if like once they beat it, they're just like, why would you make this free? Like I would have been more than happy to play full price for this, honestly.
Yeah.
So that was just absolutely insane that they did that, and it's really fucking incredible. But yeah, I mean, you start off Kratos, he's on a boat with Mimir, and we find out that he got an invitation to go to the gates of Valhalla and all that. And we find out that the reason why he's going there is because he's kind of going running away from Freya, because she asked him, "Hey, I want you to join my council, and like you can be the god of war of these lands."
Mm-hmm.
And Kratos was already the god of war in the Greeks, and he was just like, "I did that once, it's not gonna happen again. Fuck that." And so he was going to do the Valhalla things because he thought, "Okay, this is gonna probably help me clear my mind or something," you know. He even says it later on. He's like, fighting can be like, he doesn't, it's not this word, but he says like it can be meditating, fighting, and all that. And in the beginning, there's just a lot of back and forth between Kratos and Mimir, being like, "Hey, dude," yeah, Mimir, going like, "Dude, you're not the same person as you were before. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're a changed man. You're a better man. Like, this isn't gonna go the same way." And I can't remember what Kratos' excuses was at first, but at some point when you go back to doing the trials again, you see the mural that you see at the end of Ragnarok. You know, the one
Mm-hmm.
that's like him gold, being like
Yeah.
worshipped and all that. And he's like, "I mean, it's not a coincidence that it's there. Is that what you're kind of hoping for? That like maybe if you do this, you'll be, I guess, like loved, I guess, in a sense by the people and all that." And he's like, he doesn't deny it, but he's also kind of like, "But that's selfish. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do this just because I want to be praised, I want to be loved and all that." And it's just like, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that exactly. You know, you're not, you're still going about it like in a good way. You know, you can help people and all that. And Mimir's biggest thing is just like, they're gonna follow you. You know, like just it's best that the people have the guy who led the war against Ragnarok by their side.
Yeah.
You know, and they'll know that like you'll be fighting for them, you'll be for them, and all that. So it was just a lot of back and forth, and in the beginning, and then later on, once you get further and further, you find out who sent you the invitation, and it was Tyr. He was like, "I know you're struggling right now. You're thinking that you're not, you can't do this. You're not worthy of it, or something like that. And I just want to lead you to like the right decision, or at least hoping to let you to decide to be the god of war of these lands." And and it's funny that Chris goes like, why are you doing this?" He's like, "Because I can." Just it's like, doesn't give a shit. But dude, when I fucking saw Tyr there and finding out that we're gonna fight each other, I'm like, no fucking way. Because he brings out the spear and shit and like shield, and I go, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna use the spear." And I love the Kratos lines like right before the fight starts. He goes, "Show me," and like just the fight
Yeah.
starts and shit. I lost the first round, but I was just like, "Fuck yeah, that was awesome." And so I know for sure you didn't make it further, but like Tyr is always going to be your final boss in every single one, and every single time you beat him, he brings out a new weapon.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So the first one was a spear and shield. The second one was a Kopesh, the like Egyptian. No, it wasn't that. It was some kind of Mayan weapon. It kind of it's like this like really
Oh,
long sword.
he's using like different civilization weapons, right? Something
Yeah,
like that. I think that's what I
from
think
different
that's what my
pantheons.
friend told me about it. Uh huh.
Yeah, so then yeah, it was like a Mayan weapon next, and then after that, it was Kopesh. It was an Egyptian one,
Mm-hmm.
and then the very end, it was like a samurai sword, or katana. That's what it's called. And yeah, so as you progress further, he uses different weapons, and I think afterwards, once you beat the game, he just uses random ones, and so you just get a fight with what he's got,
Yeah.
and they're all still different too. I remember if he like catches you, you had to press I think like R2 to kind of like get him away from you, but then at one point he grabs you again and you gotta press like L1 or something or some different button,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like, "Oh fuck, wait, hold on, which one do I use?" And like you just kind of have to like really time it, and so it was crazy. um and then so yeah, you find out it's Tyr. With Tyr, once you find out that it's him later on, he starts talking to you too. And one big dialogue moment was you see this throne, and it was Kratos' throne when he was in God of War in in Greece.
I was so hyped up when that happened
Yeah.
because it was like right, you see it right in the beginning, but then like before you see it, I think like you hear Helios's voice, and like when I heard it, I was like, "Shut the fuck up." No, it's not. It can't be. And then you see him, I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was all freaking out just because.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the old God of War game, so I was just like all fanboy, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Oh fuck the throne!" I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
For sure. And I love it that he shows up whenever you go to that one spot right before fighting Tyr, where he's just like, "I'm back," and all that, and
Mhm.
just like, kind of keeps talking shit about you. And
Just all annoying and shit.
yeah. And I like the second time he shows up, Kratos goes, "If you're gonna be here, you gotta be useful. Tell me like what you see and all that." And he's like, "Behind you,
Mhm.
you idiot."
Yeah.
It's like, use a different weapon, dumbass, or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that. And so, but no, Helios though was fucking insane because sometimes these items would pop up whenever you redo the gameplay.
Mhm.
And I think the first one was flute, which is his daughter's flute. And he mentions like and in Ragnarok you find out that like he was tricked into killing his wife and daughter and all that and blah blah blah. It's like a very tragic thing. But the flute though, he mentions like I actually had a chance to be with her again, and but I didn't do it because I think he said it was a trick, but also because his anger got in the way and he had to like he couldn't really save her in the end and all that. It's like
Mhm.
I had a second chance and I fucking blew it. And all that. But like every time he brings up some stories, he brought up this captain that he like fucking killed because he was hurting these women and all that. But like he kind of goes, I mean, as much as he deserved to like probably die, probably get hurt, I I shouldn't have done that. It's just like his death led to nothing. It led to other people's hurts, to like their demise and all that. So it was just a mistake. But and every single time he brings up like some sad story that he's trying to like reconciliate, trying to bring up, Helios comes in and he's just like, "You don't fucking deserve forgiveness and all that." And it's just like, you think just because you're a better man that you like like you deserve all this shit. You think like you can just change the way you are and all that. And it's like he fucking goes at him. And the sad part though is that this is all in Kratos' head. Like this isn't actual like Helios saying this. Like
Yeah.
no, this is all like what he feels about himself and all that. And it's just like fuck Kratos, you gotta like lighten up and all that. And okay. So then a couple of things before I kind of start talking towards the end and all that. The Valkyries they show up and they try to like you get advice from them every once in a while about the gameplay, but they also tell their own stories. I
Mhm.
love their stories. They're really really good. One of them, I can't remember the Valkyries names and all that, but one of them she just brings up like, oh yeah, I used to get in a lot of fights. I don't give a shit how big they were. I'll take on anyone. I'll kick their ass. And one time she fought someone who was the wrong person. That dude ended up killing her father. But she ended up fucking them up too at the very
Mhm.
end. And that was when, ooh, what's her name? Mimir's girlfriend.
Oh, like one of the main ones. I don't know.
Yeah. Oof, that's tough. Huh.
Secret.
Sigrun, yes. Her, she found, she showed up when like after that one Valkyrie like kicked everyone's ass, and she was expecting like a slaughter or something, or someone really badly hurt because she was gonna since these people died in the fight, she was gonna pick them up.
Mhm.
But then she sees her and she's like, "What the fuck? You did this?" I was like, "Come with me." Like let's get you trained up. But the whole point though of her story is that like no matter who she fought, she always after that she never really felt that she deserved to be there and all that. That's also including and during her life, people always want to fight her and all that. And it's just like she always never felt like she belonged. And so basically, her biggest challenge, which Kiddo says, is like it was yourself. Your biggest challenge was always yourself. He's like, damn right. He's like, okay, I get it. Thank you. And then the other person's stories, she was like a healer. Her dad mostly used plants and stuff, never used magic. And one time he got sick, he didn't want to use magic, and they got him killed. And she got so pissed off at him because she was like, if you had just used magic, you would have lived and all that. And so she learned magic to heal people. And the one time that she couldn't heal someone through magic, she could have for sure, has she like learned the regular plants and
Yeah.
potions or whatever and all that. And she failed him. And so she had to be like, okay, I had to like basically the whole story is like I have to get rid of my biases of stuff and all that. Like I have to use every single bit, single tool I have in my hands that I can learn to be a better version of me and all that. And I fucking took that to heart because like in terms of the game, in terms of the gameplay, because the entire time I was just using the axe and the spear, and like the spear is my favorite fucking weapon, dude. So like I was fucking badass with it. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop using all types of like tricks to use against them and all that.
Hmm.
Finally, at the end, going up against Tyr, I was like, I'm fucking losing a lot. I don't know what to do. And finally went. I listened to her story. She was like, "Oh, you gotta use like everything at your disposal." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna use the blades of chaos because those are my least favorite." Sure enough, I fucking use it. I make it to the end, and I beat him on the first try that I used the
The
blades. I'm
first
like,
try.
"Are you serious? What? Thank you. Holy shit."
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, and then the biggest thing I gotta praise for this game is that the dialogue never fucking breaks. Like, I really thought at some point I'm just gonna keep going through this and I was gonna like run out of dialogue. No. Like every single time I went through it, just new and new things kept coming up. There was like a character arc for Sigrun herself, where at one point you Kratos fucks up on the challenge. He had it was the first time he had Helios, and like you put him.
Hmm.
Ooh, one weapon we gotta bring up. Um, you're going through like this whole stage that was like in the original God of War game, and at the end you put his head on the cage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But he did that in the original one. The whole point of this whole trial is that he shouldn't have done that in the beginning. He should have put
Hmm.
himself,
And he does the
but
same thing.
he does the same thing though as in the game. And sure enough, as soon as he like turns on whatever thing to turn on the fires, Mimir shows up, and he's just like, "Oh fuck, no, no!"
He's
Tries
like,
to
"What
get
are you
him out.
doing?"
Yeah, and so after that, like this big explosion happens, and Mimir's just like, "You literally broke Valhalla. Like, how the
Yeah.
fuck do you do that, man? Come on!" And Sigrun saves them. Like, okay, I gotta get you out. Sure enough, they made it out. She got hurt. She got hurt, and after that, we find out that her connection to Valhalla is pretty much broken because she broke the rules. She interfered and all that, which she shouldn't have.
Hmm.
And she said, "Yeah, there is a way to like get back my connection, but I don't think I can do what Valhalla is asking of me." We never find out what it is, sadly. I feel like it's gonna be like you gotta put Mimir to Valhalla or something. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like it involves a
Like let him
Mimir.
die in there.
Yeah, or
Hmm.
something. But she was like, I mean, I thought like my connection to it was just like the only thing in the world, but now I think I feel like I should go away now,
Hmm.
and that's her thing. It's just she thinks that she has to go on her own journey and everything. Mimi is just like, yeah, okay, I'll support it and all that. And Kratos is like, you want to go with her, don't you? He's like, I mean, yeah, but I don't think I should. And he's like, no, yeah, you shouldn't. This is her journey, and and you know that she has to take it on her own, and all that. So it's the same thing that we're going on together, and all that, blah blah blah. So that was interesting. Memory goes on a character arc, but I'll bring that up at the end. But yeah, so far everything about this was so fucking amazing. With Tyr, every time you beat him, they bring up something of his past. The first one was the biggest thing that Kratos like blames of his decision was getting the Blades of Chaos in the beginning, making the deal with Hades and
Ares.
trying to Ares, yeah,
Mhm.
and to try and stop these I don't know, the bad guys who were going to attack his village in the
Yeah.
first place. And he thinks like, oh, if I never made that deal, like none of the other things would have ever happened. And Tyr's just like, if you hadn't made that decision, who knows what would happen to your village, dude? Like
Hmm.
people, a lot more people could have died in that moment if I you not doing that. So like, give yourself some credit, you know.
Yeah.
Like as better of a person led you to be, you still did this for the right intentions. Same thing goes for bringing um taking away the sun from the people. Like you had good intentions, but you fixed it in the end. You gave yourself up at the very end when this other thing, I can't remember what it was exactly, but like you always try to fix your problems and all that, and you just kind of it just always led you to the wrong way sometimes. And so that's basically kind of like the big thing. It's just like give yourself some credit here. Like you've always had good intentions, and now though with all the things you've experienced, you have more of a good side on you to listen to. You have more good people by your side to listen to. At the tier says at the end something like good, bad, fear, courage. These are all things that we all have in each other, and it just all that matters is the things that you listen to the most, like your conscience and all
Hmm.
that. And he goes, yeah, all right, all right. He gets it. He gets what they're trying to say, and he finally goes through these doors that were behind Tyr when you first meet him. And when he opens it, and what does he see? It's himself, his younger version of himself. Did you see this video?
No,
Or
I haven't seen anything honestly.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll check it out later though.
But yeah, basically, he has a talk to himself, and the biggest thing he says, first of all, Christopher Judge's acting fucking phenomenal on this moment. Holy shit! But the whole gist of it is just like you're mm, you're better than this. Basically, you are more than what you used to be than who you are. Is basically
Hmm.
the whole gist of it. But yeah, yeah. Incredible story. I can't believe that this is all in the DLC, dude. Again, people said like, oh, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Oh, you mean Spider-Man DLC or something like that? Like people kept talking shit, but it's like, hey, if this is DLC, like this is fucking good DLC
It's
shit,
good. Yeah.
And so yeah, with this one though, people were just like, I can't believe this is free DLC. Like how the fuck, how the fuck can anyone make this kind of decision here and all that? But for sure, people are excited for whatever God of War game comes out next because they're just like, man, if you did this, what the fuck else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
uh,
I mean, honestly, I can't wait for to see what happens next. Just because, I mean, the story's not even done yet, and it's fuck, dude. Like, if it's if it's anyway like I mean, I don't even know I don't know, dude. Like, because the original three, right? You
mhm,
finish the first one, and it's like the way it ends. It's like, oh well, then Kratos sat on his throne, and he sat through the ages and just watched every war happen, whatever,
mhm,
right? God of War 2 begins with something going on, so he gets off the throne, so he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go do some shit. He dies, comes back, and then whatever. And then the way God of War 2 ends was fucking insane because he time travels or some shit like that. I forgot what the fuck happens, but he somehow time travels back in time to get the Titans to go attack
Olympus.
Olympus, and they're all climbing up, and then it's like Zeus, you're gonna pay, and it ends. And then God of War 3 starts, and that's how it starts off. And it's like, fuck,
Oh
dude.
dang.
So, dude, like those three original games, like they were, dude, I like these because of like, it's more narrative driven.
Hmm.
But I love the other ones just because of how brutal they fucking were.
Oh, for sure.
Like Kratos is brutal in this one too, but like, nah, he's nothing compared to the older fucking Kratos. It's like, fuck, dude. And it's like the way he just fucking kills Helios. That's when he came out. I was like, oh fuck, like I was like, my bad, dude. Sorry about what happened.
Mhm.
You just pretty much chop off his legs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I would love to play the original games and all that, but fuck those two. Like starting off with those two, I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it as much.
Probably
But
not, honestly.
yeah.
But I mean, that's what I like about it too, because you don't really need to play the original ones to kind of understand what's going on. It does kind of make sense if you do play it, because the first time you get the Blades of Chaos and you're like, "What the fuck is that? Like, what's going on?" But
Hmm.
I mean, it's not necessarily important to the story. Like, you just know that Kratos, like, he's been through some shit, and that's all you kind of need to know, because even he himself is like keeping it quiet. Like, he
Hmm.
doesn't want to explain himself, which is, I feel like it would be more of a better experience, because let's say he in the third game he describes everything he's done to Atreus, and that would be fucking dope. Like, he's like, all right,
Hmm.
sit down, boy. Like, let me tell you a story or some shit. Like, and it
Hmm.
just like kind of describes everything.
Yeah.
That would be fucking cool.
I'm
But yeah, I don't
actually
know. Can't wait. I can't wait what they do with the third game. And if it's gonna be like the last one, that'd be fucking insane, dude, too, because like, where is it gonna go? It's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, that's the biggest thing though too. Is like, where do you go from here and all that? And like, did you by for them, are they thinking about can we make like an Atreus solo game where he goes to a different pantheon, and he ends up
Hmm.
killing those gods too? It's just like fuck, why am I following my dad's footsteps or something like
Yeah.
that? I think that's kind of like the best shot, just because like like the game. I mean, the DLC itself says like, "Fuck, you come a long way." Like Mimir says that to Kratos, like, "You've really come a long way since I first met you," and all that. So it's like to keep going and going. Like, where the fuck are you gonna take
Mm-hmm.
Kratos at some point? So I think they should kind of like take the chance and make some kind of game with just Atreus in it, or maybe even just Freya in it too, or something like that. I would love that too, because I mean, I love every single character.
Mm-hmm.
So they should. I think they should really take a chance on that at least. Especially because I would love it if Atreus. I don't know if this is the one I'm thinking of, but people were saying like they want Sun Wukong to go up against Kratos, who is like the god of war in Chinese mythology. I'm sorry if I get the pantheon wrong or culture wrong, but like I know there's this one god, but like but if it is Sun Wukong, he's also a bit of like a trickster. I'm fairly
Mm-hmm.
certain. I should probably look this up instead of just fucking guessing. Let me look it up. I mean, Monkey King, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking of the same thing. Yeah, Sun Wukong. I did not know he was like a god of war or something like that, but he is also a bit of a trickster. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like instead of fighting Kratos, I think he should go up against Atreus because he's literally the trickster god. And so that'd be kind of interesting. Um, both of them going up against each other. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with all these pantheons and all that. But who knows? Either way, though, this is the one thing people kept saying too. It's like y'all got a lot of trust and what is it like? Yeah, basically just a lot of trust from your audience now. Because like if you did this, like people are gonna want to buy your games now for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was good. I mean, I can't believe it was free, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it. I can't believe that was free. Like that's fucking
mm,
insane. That could have been like an easy like $30 from like everyone.
for sure. Honestly, I would
Hmm.
have paid like 60.
Fuck that.
60.
Not me. I would have been like, sale. Can't wait for the sale on Christmas.
For sure. But yeah, I recommend you try beating it on your own, even if you just like lower the difficulty or something. But
That's what I was thinking too, just to like kind of get the story out of the way.
Mhm.
But I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, especially
'Cause
because
then,
like there's a lot of things that I missed too. I
oh
know,
really?
yeah, because I know there's a certain place where the whole um timer goes off. There's a
Hmm.
certain place that you go to that when you go there and beat the boss later on, Kratos tells a story of what that place was exactly, and he's like, "Yeah, that's where I beat Hercules, or like killed Hercules."
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and he brings up,
Fuck, that was a good boss fight too.
yeah, so he brings him up into, and then there's this cool conversation between him and Tyr, where he goes like, "Do you feel bad for killing him?" And he's like, "No, like, just that dude was fucking evil." But yeah, you should hear like the whole dialogue of it though. But it's really cool. So there's like a lot of things even I was
Hmm.
missing. I thought after I beat the game, I was like, oh, okay, maybe the dialogue's done now. But then I look at other people's gameplays and like, no, there's still some dialogue going on. I'm
There's
like, what
some
the
of the
fuck?
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So if you go on a lower difficulty, you'll have an easier time to getting those all the dialogue.
That's true. I'll check it
Yeah.
out, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it'll still take a while. So, but yeah, that was God of War Valhalla. Fuck. um, do you have any final thoughts?
State of play, Dragon's Dogma 2. Look into Lethal Company.
Lethal Company. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's really fun. It's scary as fuck, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's really good if you play with friends. So
Okay.
you could just play with us.
Mm.
Um, yeah, just play it, dude. It's really stupid and fun. It's just
Okay.
because of like the sound proximity on it. It's like, let's say we enter the building, right? And there's like two ways to go. You go left, I go right. And it's like, all right, you just go real quick, and I'll go real quick, and then you will just hear me like, ah, and then like, I go dead because I'm dead. And you're like, Sergio, 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 and you're like, fuck this. You take off.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really fun, honestly. But oh, excuse me. Other than that, um, nothing much. Honestly, I'm looking at what I can see. I'm looking at the on IGN, just like what happened at State of Play. It's like Death Stranding 2 is officially titled Death Stranding 2 on the beach, and it's like the video, like the picture that they use for the stupid video is like the baby with the crying fucking black pus coming out of it.
What
And
the
I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that.
fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like, I mean, play The Witcher 3 if you ever get the chance. It is fucking long though,
Yeah,
so but
that's one
it's
thing.
really fun. I mean, it's really it. It took me like four tries to like actually play it because the beginning is really long. But once you kind of get the hang of it, see like what works great with like the beasts and like the different creatures,
Mm,
it's really good. Like the combat's really fun. They did like a updated like cinematic kill cam.
mhm.
So like if you do like a final blow on an enemy, like the camera will switch over and like he does like a move and he'll just like slice him in half, but like half his body comes off or like his head comes up or like his legs. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, holy shit, dude. It reminded me God of I'm not gonna worry. It reminded me of Game of Thrones. Like they'll just like slash someone in half. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how's that possible? But yeah, it's really fun. Check it out. And then
Mhm.
I'll probably check out Dave the Diver. It looks it
Yeah, it
looks
looks
fun,
fun.
honestly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll see. Right now, I gotta finish Sea of Stars. I'm gonna try to get to Arkham Knight. I really want to replay God of War. That one, and then that one should go quickly since I already like played it and all that, and so
hmm
I know where to go. I know what to do and all that. So hopefully it doesn't take me that long. Although Ragnarok though, it's a really long game. um, then after that,
It was, huh?
it really was. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
hmm Uh, after that, I won't know what to do. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, other than that, Ella and I are going to do a podcast, Turn to Page. We're going to talk about The Mystery Guest, which is the sequel to The Maid. We finished our Percy Jackson reactions. That was super fun. Red Spotlight. What did I do? The last episode I did. The news one came out. Peter finally came back for one. That was cool. And then I just recently did one with him. We talked about. Oh, we talked about Turning Red. Yeah, it came out in theaters finally. So we watched it.
What?
Yeah, it should be in theaters in your theaters too. Um,
The Pixar movie?
yeah,
It wasn't. It was never released in theaters.
no, dude, Disney fucking screwed over Pixar because all of their movies just went straight to streaming. While Disney's movies came out in theaters, but also if it came out on Disney Plus, it was paid
hmm
for. You had to pay for it, but not Pixar's.
Oh yeah, like how Mulan
Yeah.
was like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see
That's
it on here.
might have no should have been there. I don't know. But yeah, it came. They put it in theaters. Next month is I think Soul might no.
Oh, dude, I love that movie.
Yeah. I know Soul and Luca they're gonna put them back in theaters, but I'm not sure when. It might have been Luca next. Actually, Soul might have been January. I think I might have missed it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Turning Red, Pixar special theatrical engagement.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Dude, that's a fucking great movie. I love. Rewatching it in theaters was so much fun.
That's funny because like when it came out and I was like saying, so it's like, why would I want to show this to little girls about like turning of age and shit like that? Like that is so wrong. And then she's looking at me, she's like, "You better shut the fuck up." I was like, whatever.
uh, but yeah,
What the fuck? Kung Fu Panda is gonna be in theaters on Sunday
this Sunday.
in my theater. Yeah,
Wait, Kung Fu Panda.
the the first one.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Dude, I never saw those movies in theaters. Holy shit! That one, and I never saw How to Train Your Dragon in theaters. Man, I wish I would have seen.
I don't
Those.
think I've ever seen those movies. Honestly, like both of them. I might have seen part of. I might have seen part of Kung Fu Panda, like the first one, but that was it. And then I know I never saw the How to Train Your Dragon, but my brother loves them.
Dude,
He's
yeah.
like he's like they're really good. I'm like, I don't
No,
care.
yeah. The first Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon are like fucking fantastic. One of like
Mm-hmm.
DreamWorks' best. I would say the better trilogy is Kung Fu Panda, so you should watch that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I prefer Dragons trilogy more than Kung Fu Panda, but that's just because I love the dragons and all that. I love the animation for that one. I think it's far better.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but story wise, I think Kung Fu Panda does have the better trilogy. So, if you're interested in that, definitely watch it.
Oh yeah, it's still gonna be there. Oh,
Mm,
that's crazy. Oh, I see she wants to go because Valentine's and all that. But
mm.
I was kind of hoping that Godzilla would still be on here, but I guess they took it off.
No, yeah, yeah. Like a,
Oh, it's gonna be coming out. Oh no, the other one's coming out. Godzilla and Kong. That's what it
yeah,
was.
dude. I'm
Yeah,
so
she told me that she's like, oh, Godzilla's gonna be coming out in theaters in March, and I was like, what again? What the fuck? And she, yeah, Godzilla and Kong. And I got so disappointed. I was like, oh,
yeah.
like I was like, I want to see the other one. I was
Dude,
like, damn it.
I love what's in the trailer though for Godzilla and Kong because
Mm-hmm.
I saw Godzilla -1 and I was just like, man, they have like a really deep story here about like basically like PTSD and all that about one
Yeah.
never being able to let go of war and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the Godzilla Kong trailer, and it's just like big monsters fighting each other, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still here for that, man.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I know. I mean, I'm excited. I like who doesn't want to see that? You know, like
I
who doesn't want to see
know.
King Kong against with Godzilla? Like that's fucking awesome. I love how they're doing that.
Mhm.
Like I love the what was it when Godzilla versus Kong came out? Me and Susan
Mhm.
were just I was just talking so much shit to Susan because I grew up watching the Kong movies and then she grew up watching Godzilla, and I was like, I was like, man, fuck your Godzilla, dude, fucking punk ass bitch. And I mean, I guess Kong lost, but I was like, whatever. I was like, whatever. I still saved your ass at the end.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe you can redeem yourself in this one.
Oh yeah, I guess because they team up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
it's funny though.
but yeah, that's all I'm doing, and I'll try. Oh, I'll see when I can upload. I'll probably upload Sea of Stars gameplay next Monday. Try to get as much gameplay as I can before.
Have you been streaming?
I have not
No, oh,
streamed.
okay.
I've been
I was like,
just.
I haven't seen a notification that's. I was like, oh shit, like.
Mm,
But I was like, did I unfollow him or something? But like,
mm,
then again, it's like I don't know what happened to my Twitch, but like, it doesn't notify me when people that I follow, like the ones that like to let me notify me, like
mhm,
it's not letting me know when they're like going live.
okay.
So
No, yeah.
just kind of.
It just mine kept disconnecting whenever I start playing, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm too tired to try to
Yeah.
fix this. Fuck that. And I think there's one thing I can do, and once I do it, I'll try going back to streaming. But we shall see.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see.
Yeah. But yeah, I I think that is it for today. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye
See you guys in 4 months.
bye.
Now, hopefully, it's not too bad.
Yeah.